The West Africa Food Security Partnership is a partnership between USAID West Africa and Peace Corps. The goal of this partnership is to increase food security in communities where volunteers work in West Africa. The partnership provides food security programmatic support to 4 Feed the Future focus countries and 7 non-focus countries which have Peace Corps presence. The consortium of 11 Peace Corps posts is financed by USAID West Africa with a budget of $3 million for a period of 4 years. To maximize the impact of food security activities the volunteers implement in their communities, the funds are available to support the food security small grants, the trainings, the cross-border technical in the Gambia on beekeeping, in Senegal on master farmer program, and in Togo on monitoring, reporting, and evaluations.
Countries and organizations are realizing that they cannot face the food security challenges alone, and regional approaches are being applied more and more in the development world. Peace Corps' comparative advantage is really the grassroots level presence of the volunteers, and this partnership with USAID will enable volunteers to have a greater impact on the food security in their communities.
I work for a health center in a village called Takon in the Atlantique in Benin, and our primary activity is nutritional recuperation, which we do with Moringa oleifera. And we use moringa in our region because it's especially nutritious. It contains all the essential amino acids as well as numerous other vitamins and minerals, and it grows very easily in the region. And so we are encouraging pregnant women to incorporate this into their diets and the diets of their children in order to prevent malnutrition. To do this, we've been promoting the use of the fresh leaves as well as moringa powder, and we recently received a WASP grant to create a center at our health center to transform moringa leaves into the powder, which they can use in preparing porridge and really any other meal they can add the powder to.
My project was to construct a new open-air market in my area. We used funds provided through the West African Food Security Partnership to construct 2 new open-air hangars. The community donated over a hectare of land, labor and water towards the project. The benefits of the project have been that more jobs were created, more businesses have sprung up in the area. More women have been able to have access and availability of fresh foods, and women have been able to make much more of a profit.
Here in Benin, I worked with women's farming groups to teach them to diversify the crops that they grow in their gardens. Right now, there is not a big diversification of what's grown locally in this region, and with increased diversification of crops, they can make more money, and hopefully in the future more people will eat these new vegetables. In a country like Benin, where the majority of the population is incredibly food insecure, it's really easy for all volunteers in all sectors to become involved in food security projects, and it's really, really important for the future of Benin and the future of Peace Corps to focus on these issues.
As we cannot do this alone, partnerships are an essential strategy of the West Africa Food Security Program. Participating countries already collaborate with numerous partners ranging from UN agencies, international NGOs, to local institutions.
The West Africa Food Security Partnership has actually been an ideal venue for us to work with Peace Corps because it allows us to work on a regional level, and we can take adaptations from across country zones, across country national borders, and apply them in the same agroecological zone, whether you're in Benin, Togo, Ghana, or Senegal or Burkina Faso. SRI is a system that works well with the strengths of Peace Corps, and Peace Corps volunteers work well with the methodology itself, SRI. So at Cornell, we've really been able to draw on the strengths of this regional project and the strengths of Peace Corps volunteers in general to help us address the food security challenges across West Africa, in particular looking at rice.
Overall, the West Africa Food Security Partnership provided support to West Africa Peace Corps post to install a culture of monitoring, reporting, and evaluation. By developing and implementing monitoring, reporting, and evaluation tools, West Africa Peace Corps post significantly improved their program's operation procedures and results.
The West Africa Food Security Partnership has provided Peace Corps an opportunity to test and develop technologies and activities that address food insecurity and build communities' resilience. The partnership has had a number of accomplishments in its first 2 years. The program has allowed Peace Corps and participating countries to pilot monitoring and evaluation tools and protocols. Strategic partnerships have given Peace Corps the means to develop technical packages, ready-to-use toolkits for PCVs, and technical exchanges between and among countries. The challenge over the next 18 months and beyond is to continue to identify and promote simple, low-cost, high-impact activities, scale up and replicate activities where appropriate, and begin to institutionalize protocols and practices. The Global Food Security Agreement between Peace Corps and USAID has recently been extended through 2017. The West Africa Food Security Partnership is seeking a 2-year extension of its food security activities through the West Africa USAID mission under the Global Agreement.